Hey guys, Scott here, and today I want to talk about the new game mode, the Dead by Daylight. Twitter has officially, I guess not leaked, revealed. I saw these leaks last night, and I wasn't sure if it was real or not. Didn't really want to talk about it, but now they've officially tweeted it, so we can talk about the new Chaos Shuffle limited time game mode that will be happening. So the most obvious answer as to what this is it's a perk randomizer. This is one of the main suggestions that people have had. Because it is realistic and simple to add. They already have the gimmick in the game with the archives. There already is a perk randomizer. So they already have the code there. It should be a fairly simple thing to implement. And that tracks with how the limited time game modes have been so far. They've been very easy to implement things that are kind of already in the game. Nothing too crazy, so they don't divert resources away from working on the actual game, just little bonus things. So it makes the most sense that it would be a perk randomizer. Some people have suggested that it might change your perks mid-match. I think that is not going to happen because the logistics of that are way too complicated to actually have happen in a real match. So I don't think that's going to be what it is. But Chaos Shuffle could mean a lot of things. We don't know that it's going to be a perk randomizer. That just seems to be the most obvious thing that people would actually like. So I'm going to talk about it as if it is the perk randomizer because, like I said, that's the most obvious solution to this, dilemma of what it's actually going to be. I can't really think of anything else that behavior would spend the time on. I don't mean this as like a dig against them or anything. It really is the most logical thing that they would add. So a perk randomizer, balance-wise, I would be a little concerned about. And I know it's a limited time game mode, and for the record, I don't think this should be a limited time game mode. I think a randomizer should be like a regular game mode, or the limited time game mode should not be a thing that cycles out after 2 weeks. It should just be another game mode that's just there until the next game mode. Especially if they start doing ones like this. This would be the first one I actually would want to play more than like a couple of games. Like the other two ones they did, the Oni April Fool's joke and then the Lights Out mode, were cool for a couple of games. Never want to touch them again. If there was actually a perk randomizer mode though, where everyone has random perks every game, I'd actually want to play that more than a couple times. So that would be the first game mode that they made that I actually would be invested in for more than the first day of it actually being there, which means I'd like to see it stay for a longer period of time. But the actual balancing of it, again, not that important. It depends whether or not that it will be applicable to rank. The other ones kind of took your MMR, or at least the Lights Out one did, but didn't affect it. So it probably wouldn't, but there would still need to be some incentive to play it. Like maybe it'll give more blood points or something, kind of like the other modes. You had a higher incentive there. So something as simple as that. But all that being said, the balance of it would be pretty hard because if we do random perks on both sides, sadly enough, the game is sort of balanced around the killer running at least one or two slowdown perks. Running zero slowdown, unlike, Trapper or Pig or any of the bottom tier killers, you just sort of asking to lose. Now, I'm not saying you need to slap on 4 slowdowns on Blight or even 4 slowdowns on any killer, but not having a single slowdown perk and you just have, Beast of Prey and Bloodhound and Predator, and there are so many bad perks in the game that I think the event would be pretty survivor-sided. I think the fact that killers need even just a little bit of slowdown and you're not guaranteed to get any is going to make the whole mode definitely survivor-sided. Perks are less important for survivors than they are for killer because killers need to technically be 4 times as impactful because you're sharing the burden with 4 other survivors. So balance-wise, it's definitely going to lean towards the survivor side. But again, it's a limited time mode. Who really cares? It's not very a big deal. I doubt it's even going to affect your rank or anything like that. Probably just going to be something interesting to do for some more bonus blood points. And if that's all it is, who cares? That's fine. It's okay if it's a little imbalanced. So overall, I think this is a really good step towards making game modes that are more than just a gimmick you play for a day or two. This is a good start, and I'd like to see this kind of thing happen more often, and I'd like to see this mode itself stay for a longer period of time. But I would still love more than anything to see that 2v8 mode or a 5v5 mode or just some mode where I can play killer with my friends. I can't express how many people that would bring back to the game because the reason they don't like killer is because it's all up to them. It's stressful that everything is up to them. If they had just one teammate, I can't even begin to describe how many issues with killer that would solve in terms of fun and burnout and stress. So that's pretty much it. This is the new mode that will be coming to the game. We don't know when, probably in the next couple of weeks though, because it should be during this next month and a half cycle. It's going to happen before the June patch. So probably in the next couple of weeks, we'll finally see what this is, but I'm excited for it. For the first time since any of the event announcements, I'm actually excited for this one. So sounds good. Thanks for watching.